Matthew Mott appointed your white ball coach. How much did you know about him?
Extensive coaching and managing career, of which probably the most successful period has been the last 3-4 years in Australian women's cricket. He's been a part of their transformation journey and them having the success that they've had. So it's very exciting. We're absolutely delighted to have him on board and bring in an outside view to things and hopefully drive things further than they have been before.
What does he need to do now to take this team to the next level? How can you and him work together? What's the plan?
Yeah, here I think as a group we've worked really well together for a prolonged period of time. There's a level of acceptance and accountability around trying to win trophies, and I think that should be our aim. We've proved over the last 6 or 7 years that we can be competitive to play semi-finals, finals and go on and win, and the potential of players that we have, we need to aim as high as that. Clearly it's going to take some time for Matthew to come in and gain the trust of the players and also get to know them. A little bit like coaches have that transition period, and I think that will be key in moving things forward and hopefully trying to win World Cups down the line.
The next World Cup's in Australia towards the end of the year. He'll obviously have a lot of knowledge of that country, being Australian himself. Will that help you, do you think?
Oh, I've no doubt it will help. I think one of the other things that we have in our favour is a lot of our players have played Big Bash series. We've won a one-day series down in Australia. We've won T20 series in Australia, and guys are comfortable in those conditions. And they actually, with a little bit of extra pace on the ball, they would suit our game more so than say the UAE or India. So we're driving towards that at the moment, and hopefully we'll be in a good place come the end of September when we board the plane.
Brendan McCullum has been given the red ball job. A friend of yours, would you have liked him to have had the white ball job instead, maybe?
No, he is definitely the man for the job for the Test guys. He's an outstanding candidate, and in very similar vein to Matthew Mott, he'll be looking to drive things forward. He very much does things in his own way, and I've no doubt that he'll work really well with Ben, trying to imprint their own identity within the side.
No red ball coaching experience though, McCullum. Does that matter? Is that a concern?
No concern at all. I think we need to get our heads around a head coach actually not being a coach. He's more of a manager and a mentor for players. Obviously very important part, but 99% of your job as a perceived head coach is actually managing your players, and Brendan has proved that he did this in all 3 formats as a player. He's done it out at the IPL, and I've no doubt that he'll have a really positive impact on the Test team.
And we're experiencing a number of injuries at the moment to England bowlers. Jofra Archer, one of the latest. A huge blow, not for him personally of course, and England and the World Cup as well. Have you spoken to him? How is he?
Yeah, naturally he's unbelievably disappointed. We're all gutted for him. He's worked incredibly hard through his rehabilitation with his elbow, and now to have this is a really tough challenge. We've no doubt the attitude that he's shown since he has been injured, he will continue to show that and bounce back, and we'll see a very strong Jofra Archer on any sort of stage, hopefully sooner rather than later. But for this period of time, it's important that he makes sure his body is in a right space before he comes back.
And finally, you might get asked this quite a few times in the next few months, but have you thought about your future beyond the World Cup, captaining England and playing the white ball game?
Yeah, I've thought a lot about my future, but not certainly past the World Cup. We have a really strong, talented group of white ball players. I've always said that my transition needs to be as fluid as possible. We've always contingency planned, either for me getting injured or me just retiring, and we'll continue to do that because I don't want to be a disservice to the side or a hindrance at any stage.